Good morning. This is the Great Basin Prescribed Fire weather briefing for Monday, March 17th. Just a few burn projects ongoing, areas in the purple circles. Precipitation overall, widespread but fairly light to locally moderate. You can see the greenish areas are a half inch or more, covering most of the higher terrain, not much in the lower elevations. You can see the percent of normal on the right-hand side. And our fuels, just a mix everywhere. There's a little belt of fairly dry, I would say seasonably dry 100-hour fuels in the 11 to 15%. Otherwise, quite a bit wetter than normal, both in the south and in the north. Our 3-month drought, flash drought index, it continues to indicate extreme conditions, and this will continue until we get several days of wetness, or as we get into the drier season, this area could expand. But otherwise, it's been pretty moist a couple of months further up north. Snowpack looking normal for the most part, except for the southern third of Utah and far southern Nevada mountains, where it's only about 65% of normal. Upper level map for today, storm system approaching, clouds and moisture in this green area through here. On the warm side to the east will be rain, but colder air further back into California will have snow. Excellent overall dispersion. You see the very good surface winds out of the southwest, the humidities. Dry down near 20% in the south, otherwise 40, 50, 60% further north. Transport winds quite strong all across the region, except once you get into Idaho, it lightens up quite a bit. Good overall vertical mixing. Storm system shifts over to the eastern Great Basin on Tuesday. You can see the strongest winds out of the northwest, and it'll continue precipitation in the mountains of eastern Utah on Tuesday, otherwise drying out elsewhere. See the humidity drying out in western and southern Nevada, quite a bit higher further to the east and to the north. Again, very strong transport winds, 40, 50, even 60 miles an hour out of the northwest with excellent overall mixing. High pressure builds in on Wednesday, but there's mid to high level moisture pushing in over the top of the ridge and a stronger cold front pushing into the Pacific Northwest and Northern California. Good overall dispersion. See the wind starting to pick up in the western Great Basin, fairly light winds elsewhere. Dry humidities down south, 11% in Vegas, but very quickly climbing into the 20s, 30s, and even some 40s as you head further north. Surface winds again picking up in the west and fairly light in the east. 3-day precip totals through here. Light to locally moderate amounts in the dark green to blues. That's a quarter to a half inch, maybe some higher pockets. So maybe 5 to 10 inches of snow in the higher terrain areas of Wyoming and parts of Utah. On Thursday, trough low pressure coming in, unsettled most of the moisture pushing into parts. Well, there'll be moisture in parts of Utah and also Idaho, bigger blob offshore, and that offshore system moves in late Thursday and Friday. We'll see another shot of widespread precipitation. That system moves out on Saturday. High pressure starts building in, but shifting the moisture further up into Idaho on Sunday, but also with rising snow levels. So could be snow mostly just on the peaks, rain elsewhere, and dry and warmer elsewhere as well. Day 4, day 5 precip. Day 6, day 7 staying confined up towards Idaho and the Pacific Northwest. These are our 7-day totals, and we do see a drying trend, at least for southern and central areas, in the 8 to 14-day outlook going to the last week of March, wetter than normal to the north, but overall a warming trend everywhere. This concludes our briefing. Have a great day.